Hey, Lewis, big fan from all the way in the UK. I would definitely buy a ticket if you came over here because I love your stuff. I'm going to get over there for sure. I'm not going to lie to you. This one's kind of long, but I'll shed most of the unnecessary stuff. I'm sure you won't, but I'll do some cutting of my own. I need some serious advice or at least someone to rant to because I've been stuck in this situation for ages now and it seems like it's only going to get worse. I'm a university student and a few years ago I came out to one of my friends as a bisexual. I'm a guy because she is a lesbian. So that's fucking gay. So I didn't feel any pressure of being rejected. Long story short, a few years later, and we are best friends as a lot of the friends in our group were straight, so we get along really well. That's nice. But that's where the issue comes in. Because we've been spending so much time together, I think I've begun to majorly crush on her. Oh, brother, this guy's stupid, which is obviously stupid of me. Which is obviously stupid of me for multiple reasons. The most obvious reason is because she's gay. The worst bit, though, is that I don't want to be crushing on her. I think it's really dangerous and stupid of me to have caught feelings like this, especially because when we first started hanging out, I told myself I would not let this situation happen and I really want these feelings to be gone and go back to how things used to be. To make matters worse now, she is crushing on another one of my new friends who really likes her back. My best friend has taken a year out of uni, so she isn't around as much, but the person she's crushing on keeps asking when she's going to come around. I know I could easily organize something so that the two of them, I guess these two girls, could meet because I think they'd make a good couple, but at the same time, I know something like this is going to really fucking hurt. I'm a very jealous person. It's easily my biggest flaw, and I have never been in a relationship. Oh, no. So seeing my best gay friend get into a relationship with another woman and not me is going to hit me like a ton of bricks and makes me want to stop them from seeing each other, even if that is a horrible thing to do. I know what the answer is, and I know that I'm a bad person, but I could really use some words of advice here because I can't talk to any of my friends about it for obvious reasons. In the end, I want what is best for her, but I don't know how I can do it if it means causing me so much pain. Yeah, look, dude, I would say, firstly, you're not a bad person. I would say that I wouldn't even call you naive because you saw this problem happening. I would call you self-destructive. This is like... Yeah, this is not a bad, you're not a bad person. You haven't done anything bad to anyone other than yourself. You haven't been very kind to you. This is a tough one because obviously if this girl's like gay, not bisexual, if she is a lesbian, you're fucked because you're not going to get fucked. All right. So obviously even fucking pursuing or trying to pursue this is pointless. If she's a really close friend of yours, I would almost say that you, for your own sake, might need to distance yourself from this person. I don't know. It's a hard one because if it's a really good friendship, that would suck to lose for you and for her. But if it is something that you can't even... Here's the thing. You can't even treat her like a friend because you're in love with her. So it's like you might as well have been friend-zoned, right? So... she might view you as a friend, but you, at some point, it's gotten messy and you can't see her as a friend, and that's not really right for her. So I would say that you should maybe tell her and go, I'm sorry, but I can't help myself. I feel like this. What do you think? And... she'll either help you see the futility in those feelings, right? Which will hurt you, but is good in the end. Or she will go, well, fuck, man, I don't think we can be friends, which will hurt, but will be good because right now you're kind of not being friends, are you? Like she's being your friend, you're trying to turn her, or at least as a fantasy, into something that she'll never be. So I think that you've been honest with yourself. That's great. But I think you might need to be honest with her as well. And I think that if it's getting to a point where these feelings are so bottled up within you and such a secret that are fucking with your head so much that you're emailing a comedian on a podcast and even considering sabotaging future relationships for her, if it's not this one, it'll be the next one that hurts you or the one after that. And you might even find yourself subconsciously going, I don't think this person is good for you, when you know that they are, which is a horrible thing to do to her and a horrible way to be a friend. So I think you need to be honest with yourself, which you've done. But now the next part of that is being honest with the world and going, hey, I have feelings for you. What the fuck should we do about this? She will either help you process them and get rid of them, which is good, or she will continue, or she will start to lead you on, which is great, because that's a great sign for you to go, oh, well, fuck, she's not my friend, she's manipulative. Or she will go, okay, well, I think that we need to have a break from this friendship, which again, look, here's the thing. There are a lot of good outcomes for you. There aren't really any painless ones. And that's something that is a harsh reality for everyone. Because here's the thing, you've never had a girlfriend before. Maybe something standing in your way is the fact that you're in love with a gay bitch. Have you thought about that? That the reason why you haven't been putting yourself out there as much as you can is because a small part of you is intentionally holding you back from doing so, just in case this woman who is a fucking lesbian falls in love with you and goes against what's in her fucking DNA and mind. Obviously something that's impossible. What you are doing, my friend, is self-sabotaging. And it might not seem obvious, but it's there. And that needs to stop, because that's very unkind to yourself. You're not a bad person. You're just a person in love with the wrong person. And that's no good. And the only way to get over someone who you're in love with when it's not reciprocal is to either put it out there in the open and process it together, and so that those feelings can be let out of your body and then seen to be not reciprocated, so you can process them and move on from them. Or you need to completely distance yourself from this person because it's making you a bad friend, and that's a bad result for her. It's an even worse result for you, because you're going to be guilty and you're never going to find anyone, because you're going to be pining after this unrealistic, impossible non-option, which is a fucking gay woman. So I'm sorry, there's no nice painless answer for you, but there is a happy side of this, and that is you don't have to fucking be racking your brains forever thinking about this chick who will never be into you. And if there's that small, tiny little piece of you that thinks maybe this, maybe that, it'll never be satisfied unless you tell her, and it'll never move on until it hears from her, I like pussy. Sorry. So yeah, that's my advice. Send an email to podcast@loosebits.com. That's the podcast. If you want more, it's on Patreon right now. Go and get it. Thank you very much. I'll talk to you next Sunday, and I hope you have a shit one. Bye.